What's up, guys? Back again with another video. Today we're going to talk about the elusive guillotine. I've been getting a lot of comments on Instagram and Facebook from some guy who's really familiar with the guillotines. He basically told me that his great-grandfather, the inventor of jiu-jitsu, his name was WARSHAWbjj, taught him how to do the guillotine. So in honor of Raphael, let's break that down real quick. That's one of my... I tried so hard not to laugh. So all jokes aside, the guillotine. Stop. I didn't do anything, you did. Let's go ahead and break down this choke, talk about why it works, how it works, and we'll hit a couple of entries off of it as well. I'm gonna bring my friend John in as the dummy today. He's running over here, putting his phone down. But here's John, another brown belt under Gustavo Machado. We're gonna talk about the choke first, talk about the guillotine, what it does, the difference between the arm-in guillotine and the normal guillotine. So real quick, let's go ahead and break that down. Traditional guillotine finishes, I want to, as I have the neck wrapped up, we can see my hands. There's tons of different grips that we can use inside of this, and sometimes single arm finishes, especially in a gi where I can pass fabric and use the fabric as well. But a traditional guillotine finish without the arm being inside, right? You can put that back down now. Without the arm being inside, I want to stretch and pinch the elbow to my side. So to get the finish without the arm being in, I'm stretching and I'm sort of pulling and pinching the elbow through as I elongate my body to get the tap. Arm-in guillotine is a little bit different because there's extra matter inside the choke now. So his arm is actually filling this. If we look at what connects the guillotine, we have the choking side and then we have our other arm. It connects and makes this circle here. With the arm inside, he's adding extra material into the choking mechanic itself. So we have to finish a little bit different because if we try to extend and pinch, the arm's in the way, his head starts to slide out because of where his shoulder is in our chest. So we can see that real quick with this finish with the arm inside now. See how I go through the armpit as I sit back to go finish. If I try to extend here, you see his head as it starts to pop out. So for the arm-in finish, what I actually want to do is I want to bite my elbows. And I'm going to do a sit-up, pulling my knees to my chest and putting my head into his back, basically, as I try to put my forehead to his back. So for the finish, everything gets tight, and I do basically a sit-up or a crunch. Crunch up, get my tap, get my finish. So now that we know the difference between the arm-in and the standard guillotine, let's break down a couple of different entries into the guillotine. So we'll start in the close guard. Whether or not he's postured up to pass or he's down low, he's trying to compress and pressure pass, body lock, whatever it is, we can't just stuff and wrap as easy as you think you might be able to. Too much stuff in the way, he's got good contact with his chest being down. So I need to find a way to cleverly set this up. So the way we're gonna set it up is by using an off balance. I wanna use the bump sweep to get him to react. And as he reacts, that's when we'll set the guillotine up. So one way that I like to do is I like to fight the bump sweep as I come up. There's two ways that he can really effectively defend this, right? He can hug like he is right now and run me back over, use his hips to beat mine since his hips are above, they're on top, right? Or as I'm here and I'm doing this, he could try to post. If I go and he posts, well, that's giving me entries into the Kimura, into triangles, and all sorts of other things. So for him, his safest bet right now is to lock, grab, and like we did earlier, he's going to run me over and flatten me to the ground, using his hips above mine to press me back to the mat to stop the bump sweep from finishing. So we're gonna use that to set up our guillotine. So as I'm here inside the closed guard, once again, I'm cross body, I'm working up into this bump sweep. As I go and I feel the pressure start to come back, I put my butt to the ground first. We can see from here, if I am up and driving with my hip trying to finish this, if you were to run me over, I never place the butt to the ground, the space for me to get my arm through never opens up. So rather, what we're gonna do is when I feel the pressure from his hips start to come in, my hips go back. As I glue to the mat, the bump sweep arm that I'm trapping on this side is gonna circle and pummel around the head. We can see underneath, my other hand is punched through the armpit. I have connection with the arm and guillotine. So as that pressure comes in, I sit, I get tight, I get my finish. So we're using the bump sweep as an off balance to get him to react, get him to push forwards. And as he does push forward, it feeds us the neck so that we can circle and attack. So here is another setup that we can do from the half guard. A lot of times from the half guard, if I'm sitting up, you know the person on the bottoms want to fight for their underhook. So as he fights for his underhook and he starts to bring the head into my chest, we're actually going to use that in an attack. So right now his head is a little bit shifted far towards the shoulder, which it may make this easier. But basically what we're going to do is I'm going to cut the back of his head, just at the base of his skull where his neck meets. I don't want to try to reach over the top and stuff and push. I want my elbow across the back as I pop, and I'm going to shoot my shoulder forwards as I pop my hand, basically his head, through the hole into the armpit. So I pop. As I do, we punch through tight, and we can pummel through to try to finish with a arm out standard guillotine here, or again, we can lock with the arm inside. Pop the leg over, block the hip, don't let him hop out. Then from here, crunch up and finish. The guillotine is very versatile. We can attack it from all sorts of different angles, positions, and it's just one of those chokes that once it's locked up and it's in, it's sort of hard to get away from. I know that from experience. Thanks for watching this time. I'll see you guys next time.
I was good until you left.
Get back over here. I got to do my closure. Thanks for watching once again. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell. See you guys in the next one.